Good evening, everybody. Can somebody just give me an indication whether am I audible?
Hi, yes, you are audible.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Hi, everyone. So firstly, welcome to this workshop. Thank you so much for removing, your precious time and coming and attending this very special workshop that we have organized at Pragmatic for the Odoo 18 migration. So today what we are going to essentially explore is the best steps, the best practices which are involved in migrating your existing Odoo system to the latest version that we all know, which is Odoo 18. So of course, nowadays businesses struggle a lot in staying competitive. It's very important that you upgrade to the latest software and you can avail the latest features performance wise and also security wise. So even if you are a current user who is wanting an upgrade, or even if you are a new user and just wanting to understand what this migration process is all about, this is what this workshop is designed for. We are going to be basically giving you a lot of knowledge on the various tools and the entire migration process, so that you can understand how the entire thing works and it leads you to a successful transition. So to guide us through this journey, we have someone from our organization who has been at the forefront of all successful migrations that have happened here. So he has worked with countless clients of ours, and he has helped them in overcoming these migration challenges. And that is the reason he was our best fit for heading the migration workshop today. So hi, Haresh. Thank you so much for joining in, and we hope that this workshop is going to be really insightful for all of you all. We will start off with the entire process, right from the initial assessment all the way up till the post migration success. And whatever questions you all have, any burning questions, please hold on to them, and definitely you all can ask later once the session is done. So Haresh, over to you, please.
Okay, thank you, Arwa, and thanks to all for joining us. So I'm sharing my screen, and we will start this workshop. Let me know, are you able to see my screen and it is audible?
Yes, Haresh, you're audible and the screen is visible.
Okay. So hello. Good evening, all. We can all already know, everyone know Odoo 18. Odoo 18 is released earlier this year, and Odoo 18 is the latest version of the Odoo, and it is a popular business management software. It is getting the attention because it includes the new feature and the improvement that makes the managing the business easier. Think of it's a big update to our tools. Many companies currently use to handle their sales, inventory, accounting, HR, and even website building. Suppose, for example, imagine you own a small store with Odoo 18. You might get better tools to track your sales, manage your products in warehouse, and even customization or your online shop more easily. It's like upgrading your toolkit to a more advanced and the faster version. So Odoo 18 aim to provide you the business with more efficient tools, improve your user experience, and greater flexibility across various operations. We can go with the next. This is your wake up call. Like Odoo 18 is not just about the enhancing the tools, but it is a business are under increasing the pressure to streamline operation, reduce the cost, and improve the customer experience by AI and the digital transmission. And Odoo 18 provides this tool to achieve that. In the rapid change in the business requirement demand, flexible and the robust management system means a company needs tools that can quickly adapt and handle different type of the task effectively. Odoo 18 provides the flexibility and the strength to manage this change, this kind of the challenge and the changes. For example, Imagine you are running a same retail business. Suddenly you decide to start selling online alongside your physical store. With Odoo 18, this kind of the flexibility and the reliability helps the business handle the change smoothly and stay competitive. Second one is the Odoo 18 prepare the business for the future challenge and the opportunity. Odoo 18 helps the business to get the ready for the future by giving them tools to handle the challenge and the grab the new opportunity as they come. Like a clothing store want to expand internationally with Odoo 18, so you can managing different currency, language, based on the country tax rules and the launching the new product faster. Earlier, adapter gained the significant advantage in the efficiency and innovance. So means getting start with the Odoo 18 earlier means you can start using its new feature and the improvement right away, which give your business a head start over others. It's like a being the first to use a better, faster tool that save time and help you work smarter. For example, if you are running a same retail store, Odoo 18 has a new feature that lets customize the pickup orders at their preferred store location, like click and collect. By using this feature before your competitor, you can attract more customer who value this your related the works. It's also help you the organization your inventory better, saving the time and the efforts for your staff. Next one is the why better performance meet the trendiest feature. Why would a business not choose Odoo 18? There is a first point is the enhance the user interface. Means software looks cleaner and easiest to navigate. For example, a manager quickly finds the sales data without spending or time searching throughout the complicated menu. It is easy, right? Second one is the real-time stock tracking. In the Odoo, instantly know how much inventory you have. It will be managed easily. For example, a shop owner see like that a product is almost out of the stock and the place an order before running out, so it will be easily managed. Third one is the streamlined picking process. Means speed up a warehouse task like a packing and the shipping. It is very easy. A warehouse, for example, a warehouse worker quickly find the items for an order and using the optimize and pick a list, so it will be very easy. A smarter report and the business intelligence means some detailed report and the insight to improve the decision making. So it is very easy by using the report. For example, a restaurant owner use a sales report to identify the most popular dish and adjust the menu accordingly that particular report. uh, Fifth one is the AI power invoice recognition. Currently automatically reads and the process the invoice. Now it will be available. A company saves hours by letting the system extract the data from the invoice instead of the entering the manually. So it will be also possible through the AI. You don't need to repeated entry the manual entry for the particular invoice or sell order. You can directly drag and drop particular things and it will be create your order and the invoice. Sixth one is the lead scoring in the CRM. Lead scoring in the CRM helps the prioritize the most valuable sell leads, which are the most valuable sales leads. It will be help for the lead scoring in the CRM. Example, sales team focus on the high potential client based on the automatic lead ranking, right? Seven one is the mobile app improvements. Mobile app improvements means a better experience when the using Odoo on a phone. Okay, it is very easy, and like for example, some businessman owner track the sales and approves invoice while traveling. It is very easy. uh, Targeted campaigns means easily create the personalized marketing for the particular some customer. It is very easy. For example, e-commerce stores send the customizable emails with the discount on item each customer previously view. If some customer visit our site, so we can easily target that particular customer with discount opportunity. Bank synchronization means it will automatically update the transaction from your bank to Odoo. For example, company reconcile its account quickly without manually entering the bank statement, right? uh, Next one is the worried about the migration or don't or turn challenge into wins. First one is the data security concern, right? First one, the people are often concerned about the migrating to the Odoo 18 because migration is the complex process that involves the transferring the data, customization, and workflow from older version to new version. There are many common reasons. First one is the data security concern, right? So data security concern means your business data stays safe during the move to the older version to Odoo latest version 18. For example, retail upgrade to Odoo 18 without worrying about losing customer or inventory information. So well-planned migration ensures the seamless transition of the data, minimize the risk of the data loss corruption during the process. If we have well planned, it will be work well. Second one is the minimal downtime. The planned migration allow business to continue operating efficiently during the transition. Means your business keep running smoothly during the migration. For example, warehouse manager continue processing order while the system transition to Odoo 18, right? So it will be the minimal downtime. Uh, Third one is the cost effective. The long term benefit far outweigh the initial investment. The cost effective means the benefit of the using Odoo 18s outweigh the initial cost of the upgrading. uh, Example like a company spend on the migration but save the time and the money later with the improved automation and the efficiency. Fourth one is the seamless transition. The comprehensive training and the support is the transition for all the user. Means employee are trained and supported to adapt to the new system quickly, right? For example, sales team receive a training on the Odoo 18 CRM feature and immediately start using them to close more deal. So this one proper planning and the support the ensure business can enjoy the new feature of the Odoo 18 without a disruption. uh, is your system is ready? So for that we need to ensure that things are before the migration, the assessment and the planning, data backup and security, resource allocation, training and the communication, testing and the validation. uh, First, first one is the assessment and the planning. So identify the current Odoo version, evaluate the business needs and establish the clear goal for the migration. First step means first review your current Odoo version. Customization, whatever you have customization, and the modules which you have a third party modules or maybe you have some API related migration to understand what needs to updating or replacing in Odoo 18. First need to understand that things. For example, if you have customized the sales module, first check if those customizable are compatible with Odoo 18 or not, or it will be also by default available or not, right? Second thing is the data backup and the security. To create the complete backup of your database file and the configuration to prevent the data loss in case anything goes wrong while migrating the process. Third one is the resource allocation. The allocate the necessary resource including the technical, personalized time and the budget for migrating process. Means as per the plan, we need to allocate the resource. Technic resource means it will be technical and the functional. Also, we need to time and the budget for whole the migration process. We need to figure out that things. Training and communication. Prepare user for the new Odoo version by providing the training material, documentation, and the clear communication channel. That's when they provide the training to the employee on using the new feature and the interface of the Odoo 18. For example, train the accounting team on Odoo 18's improve the financial reporting tools. Fifth one is the testing and the validation. Execute throughout the testing to ensure the migrated Odoo system function correctly and meets the business requirement. So in this scenario, we need to test all the module, workflow, and the integration in the new system, and set up the staging environment to test the migration process before applying it to the live system to identify and fix any issue without affecting the business operation to ensure everything works as we expected before to going live. So we need to take care this thing. We already discussed many things, but we are quickly go through this. Odoo 18 is your business a breakthrough out the moment. Will you take the first step? First one is the planning. In the planning, define the scope and objective. Means the clearly outline what you want to achieve with this migration. In it, you have any particular objective, what you want to achieve with this migration. For example, company decide to upgrade to Odoo 18 to improve the inventory tracking management, AI power, invoice recognition for faster accounting. So there is some objective. Second one is the access the current Odoo version. Sorry, assess the current Odoo version. Means review your current Odoo setup to identify what needs to updating or improving. For example, some retail check their existing Odoo 16 setup and notice that some custom module will need to adjustment to work with the Odoo 18. So it will be need to check that things. Third one is the establish the migration timeline. For that, establish the migration timeline. We need to plan a schedule for the migrating or to minimize the distraction to your business. For example, business has some timeline to migrate their system over a weekend to avoid the affecting regular operation. So first one is the planning. So this step ensure a smooth transition to Odoo 18 while keep your business goal in the focus. Second one is the data migration, in which they prepare the data for export and import. So organize and clean your existing data to ensure it is ready to transfer. For example, company remove some duplicate customer record and update the outdated product information before migrating to Odoo 18. Right? Migrate data to Odoo 18 means transfer all your clean data to new version of Odoo, like import the customer detail, sales history detail, inventory data in Odoo 18 without losing any important information. Third one is the validate data integrity, means a check that all data was transferred correctly and matched the original system. For example, after the migration, retail verify that customer order and the product quantity match their previous system record or not. So this data migration, by following this step, business can ensure their data is accurate and their tools are fully functional after the upgrade. Third one is the customization and the integration, in which the first one is the ensure the compatibility with Odoo 18. Means you need to make sure your existing custom module and the integration will work with a new version. For example, business check that their custom invoice design module is compatible with Odoo 18's feature or not. Right. Second thing is the migrate the custom module and integration. And it's like update and the transfer your custom tools and the connection to Odoo 18. Example, like a company migrate their custom shipping calculator and integrate it with Odoo 18's inventory system. So that need to check. Third one is the multiple testing check. So test everything to ensure the customization and the integration works smoothly. Testing team test their sales module, custom module, API integration with payment gateway to ensure that there is no error occur after the migration. So in this step, uh, we make sure your customization tool and connected system work perfectly with Odoo 18. And fourth one is the testing and the deployment, in which first one is the client need to test the functionality in Odoo 18. So check every feature in Odoo 18 to ensure everything is working correctly. Like a team tested inventory management, sales order, accounting feature to make sure they all function as expected after the migration. Uh, Conduct the UAT, means how a real user tests the system to ensure it meets their needs and work as we expected. For example, employee from the different department test Odoo 18 to ensure it's work their daily task like creating the invoice, managing the stock, etc. Deploy the Odoo 18 production. Like launch the Odoo 18 for daily use across your business. After the successful testing, a company makes Odoo 18 live, and all employees start using it to for their regular business activity. So in this step, ensure that the Odoo 18s work perfectly for your business before it's fully launched. A fifth one is the training and support. So for that, we need to provide the training to the user, like a tech means you need to teach your employee how to do it in efficiently working, what the new feature are supported, and what the new flow included. So for example, a company holds a training session where the employee learn how to use the Odoo 18 for the task like processing order, managing the inventory, and generating the reports. So it need to provide some kind of the training, and also establish the ongoing support channel. There is also need to ongoing support channel, like some setup the resource for help if the employee have any question or run into the problem with Odoo 18. For example, a business create the support team that can assist the employee with any issue and provide online help center or FAQ for the quick troubleshooting. So in this step, we ensure that the employee can use Odoo 18 confidently and get the help when needed. This is the only migration timeline you will ever needed. There are multiple phases. Phase 1 planning, phase 2 is the pre-migration, phase 3 is the migration, and phase 4 is the post-migration. In phase 1, first establish the clear understanding of the scope and the objective for your Odoo 18 migration process. There are multiple steps for the planning, in which first one is the identify the key stakeholder and form migration team. Stakeholder means are individual or maybe a group who interested are impacted by the migration. Identify them, ensure everyone is concerned are addressed. Like a business leader, ensure the alignment with the business goal and the approval budget. Our department heads like sales, finance, HR, operational, ensure their department needs are met and workflow are optimized in Odoo 18. For example, in the company, sales manager might focus on the CRM migration, while HR manager ensure that the employee data is properly transferred. So we need to identify the stakeholder. Second thing is to define the scope of the migration, include which module and data will be migrated. So in which clearly define the scope, ensure everyone understand what's included in the migration and the prevent scope. Which module will be migrated? Decide which Odoo module will be moved to the new version. Which data will be migrated? Identify the data that need to be transferred to Odoo 18, like customer data, contact details, purchase related order, history detail, product data, inventory level, etc. All the things. Like for example, retail business, the scope may include the migrating the sales, inventory, and account module, and the customer information, inventory information, sales history. So we need to scope that of the migration. Third point is the establish the clear objective and the success criteria for the migration, in which the define the clear goals and the success criteria will help the measure whether the migration was successful or not. For example, objective means increase the efficiency, improve the user experience, data integrity, like, right. And the success criteria means the functional testing, user adoption, zero data loss. These are all the things we need to verify. For example, company might set all the success criteria, like all the sales and inventory data is successfully transferred, accounting reports run smoothly without error, employee can complete the task using new system without difficulty, right. So we need to some clear objective and the success criteria for the planning. Second phase is pre-migration. Before we starting the actual migration to the Odoo 18, you need to get everything ready. Like this involve preparing your data, backupping your system, and set up the new Odoo environment. In which the first point is the cleanness and the standardized data. What mean that things? Review your current data and clean it up by removing the duplicate, correcting the error, and make sure everything is in the same format. Why it is important? Because clean data ensure that the migration to Odoo 18 will be smooth and that the new system runs efficiently. For example, remove any duplicate customer record, like a customer listed twice with the same name or some code, like some product codes are and the names are same. Like, so we need to ensure all product names follow the same format before the migration. Backup the existing data. means create your complete backup of all your current data, including the database file and the configuration which are in the current system you have, and store this backup in a particular secure location. Why it is important? Because backupping data prevent the loss in case anything goes wrong during the migration. You can restore the original data if needed. For example, backup customer data, inventory records, accounting files, and any custom setting in your existing Odoo version. Save backup in both cloud storage and some external hard drive for the extra security. A third one is the set up the new Odoo 18 environment. So what to do? Prepare the Odoo new 18 environment by installing the software on your server or maybe a cloud platform. Ensure that the hardware and the infrastructure meet the requirement for Odoo 18. It is important because setting up the stable environment is essential for the ensuring the Odoo 18 works smoothly once you start the migration. For example, install Odoo 18 on your server with enough storage and the processing power to handle your company's needs. If you using a cloud service like AWS or Odoo, make sure everything is configured correctly for the new version. Then configure the system setting and the modules. For that, you need to set up the basic system setting in Odoo 18, including things like user permission, accounting settings, language preference, install and the configure the module you need. It is important because configure the system setting correctly, ensure that the Odoo 18 fits your business need from the start, and that user can access the right feature. For example, configure your company fiscal year and the tax setting in your Odoo 18 for accurate financial report. Set up the sales, inventory, and the accounting module according to your business process. Define the user role and the permission. For example, sales manager, accounting user to control the access to the sensitive data. So these are the phase two in the pre-migration. Third one is the migration. Now execute the data migration and the customization. So in this phase, you execute the actual migration of the data, apply the customization, and ensure everything work as you expected in Odoo 18. Here are the some points like execute the data migration script. So for that, you need to run the migration script to move your data from old version of Odoo to new version of the Odoo 18. This script automatically transfer the data like a customer, product, invoice, etc. into the new system of Odoo 18. A migration script is important because a migration script ensure that all the necessary data is transferred accurately and the consistently to Odoo 18. Second one is the validate the migrated data. So after the data is migrated, through check the data is Odoo 18, ensure the it's transferred correctly. This include to verify that no record are missing or incorrect, right? Because we have migrated the data, but we need to validate. So why it is important? Because validate ensure that the migration process was successful and that no important data is lost or corrupted. For example, like check that all customer information such as name, contact details, and order history are correctly shown in Odoo 18 as like in the previous version have, right? Third one is the implement the customization in Odoo 18. So apply any custom feature or modification you had in your previous version of Odoo, like custom workflow, reports, or third-party integration. If needed, modify them to ensure they work with the Odoo 18's new feature. Why it is important? Because al- customization allow Odoo 18 to meet your specific business need. you may need to update older customization to work with the new version. For example, if you had a custom report for tracking the sales performance, so you might need to adjust it for the update the reporting engine in Odoo 18. Right? First one is the integrate the third party module and the system. Integrate and the third party systems or maybe modules that you use, such as a payment gateway, shopping tools, or maybe other business application with Odoo 18. So if you need to update this integration for the compatibility with your latest version of the Odoo 18, right? And the last phase is a post migration. Finally, the test, validate, and the train to ensure the successful launch. Okay, so after the migrating to Odoo 18, the final step is to throughout the test the system, validate everything, train your user, and prepare the necessary documentation for a successful launch. In which the first one is the conduct the comprehensive testing of the migrated system. So for that, test all the aspect of the new system in Odoo 18 to make sure everything works as expected. This includes the checking all the business process, workflow, and the data. Why this is important? Because testing ensures that the migration is completed and there is no issue with the new system. It helps you to identify any bugs or gap before going live. Second one is the validate all the functionality and the data integrity. So data integrity means double check that all the feature in Odoo 18 are functionally correct and verify that no data loss or corrupted during the migration. A validation ensures that the system is ready for the daily use and that no crucial issue remain. For example, validate the functionality of your accounting module. Check that the invoice are generated correctly and the payment are tracked properly. Check that the invoice, check that the particular inventory is correctly updated with accurate stock level and the product information. Third one is the provide the training to end user and administrator. So for that, you need to train employees or end user on how to use Odoo 18 feature and the module, and also train administrator to manage the system and the troubleshoot any issue. Because the proper training ensure that everyone know how to use the new system effectively, and they reduce the frustration and the error. First one is the prepare the documentation for the new system. For that, the create the clear documentation, outline how Odoo 18 is configured, how to use the different feature, and how to troubleshoot the common issue. Documentation serve as a reference for the future training, support, and maybe onboarding of new employee. It ensures that your team can work independently after the migration. So these are the fourth phase for the migration. Phase one is the planning, pre-migration, migration, and the post-migration. Your migration success depends on this best practice. Okay, so what we need to do and don't. First one is the involve all the stakeholder earlier, as we discuss. Make sure everyone who will be affected by the migration, like a business leader, department heads, and IT teams, folks, are involved from the beginning. Uh, it is important because getting early by and the feedback from the particular team side, or it will be help to align the migration with the business need and the reduce the surprise later, right? Second one is the conduct through the data cleaning, in which the clean your existing data by removing duplicate. We already discussed, because it will be smooth the process of the migration, right? Invest in your user training, which we already discussed, like train your employee or end user or administrator how to use the Odoo effectively, because proper training reduce the error, boost your user confidence, and ensure the faster adoption of the new system. Plan for the scalability. uh, for that, we need to make sure the your Odoo 18 is set up to handle future growth. And planning for the scalability ensure that the system can grow with your business and handle the increased data and the transaction in the future. For example, set up Odoo 18 with the cloud hosting to easily scale up as your business expand or adds new feature, right? uh, and don't means rush the plan phase. So don't skip over planning. Take the time to properly assess your business need, define the migration scope, and understand your system requirement. Why it is important? Because rushing can lead to miss some step, poor decision, and costly mistake during the migration process. For example, don't move ahead without clear defining which module and which data need to be migrated, or without involving key department in the planning. Second one is the neglect data backup. Always backup your data before beginning the migration process. It is important because having a backup protect you from data loss during the migration, allow you to restore everything if something goes wrong. Third one is the underestimate the change management. So understand that the employee may resist change, and that proper change management is essential to smooth adoption. Ignoring the change management can lead to the user frustration, confusion, and the slower adoption of the new system. For example, communicate clearly with the employee about why the migration is happening, what change they can expect, and provide the support to ease to transition. Right. And the fourth one is the skip through the testing. Uh, in which don't skip testing before going live. Test all data workflow feature to make sure everything work as expected in Odoo 18. Through the testing, ensure that the system function correctly and that there are no major issue when you start using Odoo 18. A test order to for example, to order to case cycle to make sure everything running smoothly before launch, like a sale order, invoice, payment. So these are the do and don'ts. uh, Leave no bugs behind master testing for the Odoo 18 rollout. There are some few points: functional testing, performance testing, security testing, and the user acceptance testing. So in the first one, function testing, ensure all the function and feature modules work correctly according to the specification. Like make sure all the feature and the module in the Odoo 18 works as they should based on the plan. Company tests the sales module to ensure it's correctly calculate the discount, generate the invoice, and track the payment and as it was designed to, right? In the performance testings means check how fast Odoo 18 works and how will it handle heavy use. For example, a business test how quickly Odoo 18 process a large number of the sales order as compared to the previous version. Ensure it does not slow down or crash during busy time. Third one is the security testing, means find and fix any security risk to protect your data. For example, a team checked that sensitive customer information in Odoo 18 is properly encrypted and cannot be accessed by unauthorized user, right? And the fourth one is the UAT, means end user test the system to see if the works from them and meets their expectation. For example, salespeople test if the new CRM feature in Odoo 18 helps to them manage the customer relationship better, and if they find it easy to use, right? So this type of the testing ensure that the Odoo 18 is reliable, secure, and ready for the daily use. Yes. So have a question. Let's discuss regarding the technical query migration timeline and the cost consideration and the support structure.
Okay, Harish, thank you so very much. Can you mute?
Yes.
Great. So firstly, thank you so much, Harish. The presentation was indeed really insightful. All your details were really very well explained. And I think I'm loving Odoo's latest features. It's definitely a trendy software, and it's definitely something that all businesses should think about as we approach 2025. So now we are moving to the Q&A session. So if anybody is having any question, if anybody wants to unmute and ask, you all are welcome to do so, or you all can put it in the chat box.